Welcome back, you guys, to a new construction update from Midlife Vibes, formerly A Slice of Disney. We thank you for joining us here. We are starting off today in the parking structure, looking at Star Wars Land right now. And right now you can kind of see there's a big old crane right there moving something. I don't know what, it's like a platform, so they're moving a lot of stuff right there. But we are looking at the Millennium Falcon building right here. That is the backside of the Millennium Falcon building. And as you guys have seen on the internet already, the Millennium Falcon is being built in the front of that building right there. It looks like they're making some progress on some of these spires, what is it, Black Forest spires on the trees on the backside here. And then if we cross over, you can see the Matterhorn coming into play there, and then more of the rock work and stuff back here. So a lot of just rock work still going on. Still bugs me that I can see inside the back of those rock work formations there, but it's just kind of something that we're gonna have to probably live with, because I don't think they're gonna cover up the backside. Maybe they'll just come straight down with like a brown or something. So let's head on down, and that's the Battle Escape building right there, that big giant building right there. So let's head on down to the other side of the parking structure and see what we can see down farther. So just something else that I noticed here, there used to be a big opening on the back side of the building right to the left of the staircase there, and that looks like it has been cemented in completely, so no more opening. So they must have already gotten all the big stuff inside the building that they need, and now they're probably just working on more of the details and smaller things inside the building. Now from farther down here on the Star Wars Land backside here, you could see right here they still have the opening right there, so they can bring some stuff in. But a lot of people must be looking at this right here, that wall with that dirt and the trees. They probably think it's a berm or something. That's actually a roof of the queue line. There's a building underneath all those trees right there. But you wonder how many people look at that and don't realize that. So moving down even farther, you can see they have definitely started to close up the backside of the rocks here. Hopefully they do that on the roof of the building too, but you can see they've closed it up, and they're going to continue to keep closing up the rocks, so that way it looks aesthetically pleasing, at least from this side too, because you know, we're looking at it from the parking structure, but still you're going to go in there and you're going to remember that this is what you saw. And there's Big Thunder and Matterhorn out there. I can't wait to go see what they're doing with the Matterhorn.
The sky's so clear too. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice outside right now. I'll give you one last little shot of Star Wars Land, and then we're going to move over to the parking structure. Pretty cool. They are making progress. I do like, Becky said she loves that big rock right there. I think I like that rock too right there. It's pretty awesome. So we come over to the parking structure side, and look at, they have taken down a lot of the scaffolding and stuff over here. This is pretty cool. Now I told you guys it was round, and it wasn't a roundabout to come up and down. It was just, the structure's just round. And I think right in the middle there, you can see it's probably hollow, so you can look all the way down from the top floor to the bottom. But it's round, and where you see those little openings right in the front there, that's where the escalator is going to come down all the way, see, from the very top floor, and then you can see on the next floor down, those are where the escalators are going to come down to the ground level. And you notice how if you go to the right, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels, and over here you only see 3. And that's because there'll be a mini escalator going from those to each of these levels, and then the big escalators will bring you down to the ground level. One of the cool things is when we walk around the other side, if I can find the concept art, there's a bridge that's crossing over Disney Way. Is that Disney Way or Magic Drive or something like that? And it crosses over into the downtown Disney parking area. I bet you they make a walkway, a whole new walkway from that bridge, a walkway through the parking lot all the way to downtown Disney. Because, and I'll show you guys in a few minutes after we're done with this, we're gonna walk in. I'll show you guys where the stoplights are and where it's kind of dangerous for people, and people ignore traffic signals and stuff when it gets really busy. And it can be dangerous for people to be walking in. They might get hit by a car or something. And as I zoom over here, you can kind of see the edge of the parking structure. And now we know why they made a walkway, and they probably connected these two parking structures, is because they're going to give you an opportunity to walk straight through this parking structure and go straight across a bridge and walk into downtown Disney, which I think would be more ideal for them, because they want you to walk through downtown Disney because there's more opportunity for you to shop and spend money, grab some snacks and stuff like that. And like I've said in the past, our escalator and that escalator will meet, security will be right here, and then you'll load the trams right next to it. So moving down a little bit farther down here, you can see this is the bridge right here that connects the two parking structures, and that's where the walkway and a pathway for cars will pass through and go down to the bridge that goes across the street to downtown Disney. You see where the trams are right now? They're going to probably be loading right over here where that truck, that crane is at right there. That's where the new tram loading, I think, is going to be. And all this space in between is going to be security and tram loading lines right here. Because remember, they got to make it, and they got to make it bigger because of all the people now. You have 2 parking structures, but hopefully with that bridge a lot of people will just want to walk in, and so that way it won't put too much of a burden on the trams itself, because you're gonna have twice as many cars coming through this area.
I think I would walk in if it was just gonna go over and into downtown Disney.
Yeah, and that's what the bridge shows. It goes straight across into downtown Disney. When we walk in, I'll show you where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to create some sort of walkway through the downtown Disney parking lot, like maybe up against the fencing area or something, where you can just walk right in.
I don't think I would mind that.
Boy, I just keep taking baby steps down farther and farther. And look at this cool right here. Look at this ramp. You have the what will be the 3-tier ramp right here. That this top one's gonna go to the very top floor. Look how it's almost equal with us. And then right there you can see, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, you can see the entrance to that level right there. And if you go down farther, you can see the entrance to the next level right there. And then if you come all the way down over here, you can see the entrance to this level. That's probably the 5th level. That's the one right below us right there. And then you have the bridge that comes across. But look at the interesting thing right here. They've gridded off, look at, they've gridded off the ground right here in green paint, and that's exactly where this is gonna be. So once they start connecting it, they're gonna have to, oh, I wonder if, I'm gonna have to look. I wonder if they're just, I mean, you're still be able to park just like that. They're gonna have to tear this open though to create a walkway or a pathway for the cars. It's very interesting. And then so you can see they've gotten 1, 2, 3, they're on the 3rd floor out there right now, about to go onto the 4th and 5th floor, and it has made a lot of progress. They have made a lot of progress. They have made a lot of progress out here on this parking structure. This thing's definitely gonna be open within a year for sure. And at the very far side over there, they also have another bridge right there, which you guys have seen me film in the past, but I just wanted to show you guys the progress that they are making on this. It amazes me how fast this thing was erected. And I love the fact that it's round over there. I love the fact that they have taken down the scaffolding around there so you can really see how open it is, and it's gonna look so nice and open once they have it completely built. So Mrs. Midlife Vibes is gonna walk into the parks with me, and we're gonna show you the other side of the building over there. Can't wait to see what it looks like from the street. Just another shot from coming down on the escalator. You can see the different levels there. So here's a closer version of the roundabout up here on this parking structure, where you'll be taking the escalator down. And I'm going to show you from the other side because the sun's coming here, but you'll be taking a bridge from there all the way across to there. Also, when you're walking the parks now, you're walking underneath this platform here, so falling debris can't land on your head. But you can see right here is where I think the bridge is going to be. It's going to come from right here, and then it'll shoot across into the downtown Disney parking lot, and then there'll be some sort of walkway made, because they have to make a walkway there. They're not going to shoot you just across the street onto the grass. I mean, they're going to shoot you all the way across and bring you into downtown Disney, so you don't have to hit these lights up here. So here's another shot. There's the structure. The bridge is going to go over there, and they'd want to keep you from crossing right here and right here, because there's a lot of traffic at night with downtown Disney and guests leaving the park. There'd be way too many people walking through all the cars and stuff like that. So if they can get you over that roadway right there, and get you all the way into downtown through the back side of the fence, that would be their goal. I just noticed right now, not the construction in the street in front of me, but there's a crane, not a crane, a hoe digger, a bobcat thingamabobber right back there in the parking lot doing some work, and I saw some piping and some other stuff. So I guarantee you that bridge is gonna go from right there into there, and they'll create a walkway all the way through. So this walkway will almost become unnecessary. Maybe they'll still have it because if you come from the street or something, but I think the majority of the traffic, because you're gonna have a lot more people walking in now with the extra parking structure, so I think the majority of that will be behind the fence over there, and they'll walk you safely into downtown Disney. So you can see the parking structure right over there. I'm telling you, they're gonna take the bridge and then they're gonna bring you along the back side over here. They'll bring you along right this back side over here and walk you all the way in, and you'll come all the way through here, and they'll walk you right into downtown Disney.
Hopefully they'll have, like in the airports, those, not the escalators, but those little things that move for you? So
Oh no, they're not gonna give us those. Don't think they're gonna give us those.
And then it'll take us, and then other people can walk real fast.
They're gonna make us walk.
Hopefully it'll be shaded.
Hopefully, that we can hope for. All right, guys, we have made our way into downtown Disney here, and with the cancellation, that's right, the cancellation of the hotel, will the ESPN zone come back? I don't think so. I think that it will go away forever. I hear it's the last ESPN zone that was in existence, and now there are no more. So do you think they'll bring it back, or will they bring back another restaurant? What do you guys think is going to happen to this big building? We know they brought back the Earl of Sandwich straight ahead there, but what's going to happen here? And I personally don't think they're going to bring back the Rainforest Cafe. They got a truck parked in front there. I don't think they're going to do anything with that. And I definitely don't think they're going to bring back the theater. It'd be great if they brought in like a Anaheim Packing House type of restaurant situation in there with lots of little restaurants and everything. That would be pretty cool. And Disney Vacation Club, maybe that could come back because it's just a vacation club sign-up spot. And hopefully Starbucks. That's our last hope, is that Starbucks will come back for a little while until they figure out what they're going to do with this hot mess of downtown Disney on this side of the monorail. It's really kind of crazy right here, right by the Lego store where it comes underneath the monorail. Look at the wall. The wall completely comes out. Right here's the monorail. We're going to get on the monorail right now because we want to check out the Matterhorn. But look, the wall comes completely out, which is nuts. Very small opening. That must be horrible on a crowded day. We have jumped on the monorail right now, and we are coming around the Matterhorn here to show you some construction stuff going on. And as you can see, I'm slowing it down. I'm going to stop right there. You can see they have the forms completely around the planters in the middle of your screen there. Looks like they have definitely narrowed down those planters right there. Probably on the left side there, you can see that's where they're going to have more of the queuing area for the Matterhorn. And then on the right side of the planter, that's where they're going to have probably just a general walkway for people to walk. So it'll be interesting to see when this is all done. I think I mean, they're planning on making more room, and it was just so chaotic there at the beginning when they started with the fast pass and the single rider and everything. Hopefully this gives it some definition. Now let's go to the other side here. And this is where you can really see where they've planted some trees right there. You see those trees in the middle there. Now notice with those trees though, they don't have any type of planter around it. It used to be in this area that all the trees were in planters, the bushes were in planters and stuff, and now it looks like the trees are not in planters, which is kind of like you see throughout the park, like in DCA and stuff, where they have trees on the walkways. It just creates more open space for everybody, and it gives more room. And those trees look like they're going to provide some really nice shade, and you can kind of see where they just narrowed down the planters. And it should be interesting to see when they're all done here. Another area that was closed, tarped off, covered up, I thought maybe they were going to do away with it or do some nice refurbishment to it, was this area right here, but it really doesn't look like they've done much. I mean, you can still see rust on the side. There's seats there. Now at the very end though is something interesting. They do have the column to the monorail completely blocked off right there. I wonder what they're doing over there. Maybe they're reworking some stuff near the monorail pole or on the monorail pole there. But it doesn't look like this is going anywhere anytime soon. So I guess all the rumors were incorrect. If you want to ride It's a Small World, you better get here quick, because in a couple weeks it's going to be closing for the holiday overlay. But look at the gift shop, you guys. The gift shop has some scrim up and some stuff around it there. I'm assuming they're just repainting the roofs there, which is probably long overdue. So just a few days ago there was this giant scaffolding all the way up the waterfall right here, and it looks like they've removed it. Maybe that's a good sign to say that this might be opening sometime in the near future? Maybe next month? Okay, you guys, as we come into Frontierland here, you guys can look. The scrim is down. You can see the water. You can see that they've done, looks like maybe it's some new landscaping. I can't even tell. Cleaned up the rocks maybe. Like that rock looks pretty clean. Hopefully the water's flowing. I'm not even sure. But it comes all the way from the castle. There's Becky right there. And you can see no more scrim around. Look at, I can see all the way across to the Tiki room. And that's where we're headed next. So they still have some construction walls up over here. Ooh, that sun is bright. Over here on the Jolly Holiday side of the Tiki room. But when you come around to the Tiki room, I think I've already showed you guys that there is a ramp now for wheelchair access. And I don't think stroller access, but wheelchair access for sure. And they've also, what I found out recently, babe, was they took out the restroom from in there. The good news is all the usual guys are still hanging out around here at the Tiki room. They still have them in all these little spots, but it still smells over here. And if you look closely, I'm gonna zoom in over there, you can see that the companion restroom, well, not even companion restroom, the restrooms that nobody knew about is no longer there, you guys. They are gone for good. So here's the exit of the Tiki room. Now you can notice it used to just be this side right here, but they've extended it out here. And then I believe they're going to extend it out farther over there, and that'll become more of a patio sitting area that you can overlook into Adventureland. And also on the other side, you'll be able to overlook into the Jungle Cruise, which is going to be pretty awesome. Can't really see much over here except for walls, but it's getting close. I have a feeling it's getting close to opening next month. That's my prediction, November. All right, you guys, can someone tell me what's behind these construction walls right here in Frontierland? I'm right across from Big Thunder Mountain, and these walls have been up for a little while, and I'm so curious. Look at the green tarps on the top of them right there. What is behind this wall, you guys? What are they doing here? So to finish off our vlog, this construction vlog, we're going to take a look at World of Color here and look at the construction. As you can see, it goes all the way from there, all the way around, all the way down. They got everything lifted up. But right here is the interesting part. You can see the discoloration on the left, and it looks like new wiring and new stuff on the right. So it looks like they've been cleaning up all the piping and everything, and maybe rewiring everything, because you can see a huge difference right there between the two different sides. That'll be it for this week's construction update from Midlife Vibes, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this construction update, please don't forget to subscribe to Midlife Vibes. Enjoy the rest of your week or weekend, depending on when you see this. Don't forget to like this video. And babe, we'll catch you next time.